my tragic love life. Um, so Grindr makes gay socialization impossible. I've talked about this before, but I have a different angle on it this time. So I've talked before about how there's less socialization in the physical 3D world for gay people as a result of Grindr because they don't need, there doesn't need to be a gay bar or a gay restaurant or a gay bookstore for people to meet at when they can meet online on Grindr. And they can do it anonymously where they don't have to come out in the rest of their life. So it facilitates people staying in the closet. But of course that undermines gay socialization, and it's just about the sexual exchange before somebody goes back to their quote unquote normal life. So that's undermining gay socialization. Plus, the way how it's so elitist. Like, you can't be on Grindr, period, unless you have a smartphone. And even once you're on Grindr, the profiles that you're going to see are very, very limited compared to the profiles that are actually out there. Like, a lot of the profiles you're not going to get to interact with unless you pay. Okay. I suppose the real 3D world is like that to some degree. Like, you have to pay a cover charge to get into your bar, but basically once you're in, you're in. It's not like tiers, like how it is on Grindr. But another really big part of it that just occurred to me is the way how people are so set into their sexual positions. Like, somebody will say, I'm a top, so if I'm gonna hook up with you, you have to be a bottom. Or I'm a bottom, if I'm gonna hook up with you, you have to be a top. You have to be a top, you have to be this big, and you have to guarantee that you're gonna perform in order to make it worth it for me to even go and put the effort in to see you. Right? Like, these are the kinds of discussions that happen on Grindr. And I just think about it, and I think about how it used to be before Grindr, like when I was younger, and you'd go to a gay bar, and you'd meet someone, and you'd go home with them, probably for a one-night stand, but possibly it could lead to something more too. Just depends. But back in those days when that would happen, you didn't get out a checklist at the bar and say, are you a top? Are you a bottom? Are you this? Are you that? If I go home with you, you're going to guarantee me X, Y, Z because I need to know this in advance before I put the effort into going home with you. Like, oh my God. Like, you would be laughed at. Like, that's ridiculous. You would find somebody attractive. They would find you attractive. And if you were lucky, you'd meet and you'd hit it off and you would go home with that person. And you'd go home with that person, but you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what you're getting yourself into. You wouldn't know if that person is a top or a bottom or neither or both or what they're into. You wouldn't fucking know if you're going home with Jeffrey Dahmer. So it was risky too. But that's pretty unlikely. But there was so much that you didn't know. Whereas these gay people today on Grindr, they need to know everything, and they're going to make the effort to meet you of what is going to be involved. I mean, how weird. First of all, how do they even know if they're a top or a bottom? Like, how do you know that? Unless you've done it before. But how do you, like, when you're just starting out and you don't have any experience, this is how you find these things out. So how do all these people fucking know like from the age of 19 that they're a top or a bottom or whatever they are. How do they know that? And they're like, it's gay people are already such a small percentage of the population. The chances of finding another gay person to hook up with are pretty low. But once you do, now you've got to add on to that all these layers of finer gradations of identity based on sexual preferences, top, bottom. I mean, there's other ones too. Side, versatile, you know, and it's like maybe you thought you were a top, but all of a sudden when you're with this person over here, they bring out a different side in you, and you find out that you could be a bottom after all, or vice versa. Well, you're never gonna find that out because from the age of fucking 19, you're locked into a mindset, a mentality that you're a this or you're a that, and you're only gonna connect with people who are a this or a that, and and you want it fucking guaranteed too, because you don't want to waste money on gas unless you're gonna get exactly what you in advance think you want. Like that right there makes it so that I can't perform. Like I I can't live up to a contract. Like I mean I can respect no means no, but for instance I can't guarantee you that I'm going to get it up. I can't guarantee you that I'm going to be able to perform. I can't guarantee you that you're going to be able to penetrate me without me screaming in pain. I can't guarantee these things. It all depends on our energy, where we're at when we meet each other. Like it just depends on so many things. But that you're holding out for this guarantee of this perfect, what you think is perfect sexual partner for yourself, you're just closing yourself off to so many opportunities. And again, I question, how do you even know that you're so particular in the first place? If your entire dating experience is on Grindr, where people have to say in advance what it is they're going to do and not do. So you never just go with the flow and see what feels good. You've never had that opportunity. So, and I mean, I've talked about this before in the sense of saying, well, I think people are really too fixated on one particular sexual act. Like they're really fucking fixated on anal sex. But I mean that's true, and there's so much more to it than that. But they're, I feel like they don't even get it, what it is to be gay, when they're so focused on that. Like, what about, are you attracted to that person? But besides that, they're so focused on that specific act. It's also really limiting who they can connect with and limiting what kinds of experiences they can have. It's self-limiting. But across the community, there's less connection happening because people are so particular about what they want, what they want in others, that they never have a chance to self-explore. Fucking sad fucking world. Maybe it should be nuked. You know, we're so close to nuclear Armageddon. Nobody fucking cares about that either. Everybody is in a fucking slumber. But maybe it would be for the best just to put humanity out of its misery. I mean, because I don't see how it's gonna get much. It's just, it's hopeless, basically. You're gay too. Good for you.